It's AM Northwest Live with Helen Radford, Ken Ackerman, and Karina Allen. Now, here are Helen and Ken.
Good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF.
And it's so much fun to get out of the studio once in a while. We are at the Convention Center in Portland at the Yard Garden and Patio Show. And Helen, you were at a preview last night.
Yeah.
And you said so much has changed just since last night.
Overnight, it's amazing what people can do. It's incredible. You got to come check it out. Lots and lots of garden booths, lots and lots of vignettes. They give you great ideas if you've got a yard that you don't know what to do with or garden you don't know what to do with.
And water features and everything they can do in just a few days to set up, you are not going to believe. I was just floored when I first got here. The show begins today. It runs through the weekend, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and through Sunday. All the information will be on our website, KATU.com. And Helen, sorry I didn't make the preview party last night. I was over there at the Boys and Girls Club event.
Yeah.
I got to see, guess who?
Who?
I told you.
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Funniest guy. One of the funniest guys I've ever met. So I'm going to talk to you in just a few minutes.
Okay.
And I'm going to go check out what Steve Varga from Progress has to show us.
Go for it. See you later.
Come on over. How are you, Steve?
Good. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good morning.
Hey, Steve, I'm looking around here, and unless you told me, I would think this is all indoors.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the fireplace here. Now, tell me, is this getting popular, outdoor fireplaces?
The fire and water in the landscape are getting really popular. It's one of the latest trends, trying to bring a little bit of the indoors to the outdoors.
All right, and I would imagine gas, you'd have to have somewhere where you can get gas running to the area.
You can have options. There's wood-burning fireplaces and gas. The gas is a little bit cleaner and easier to use, but you do have to have it plumbed.
And I do like the shelf above, you know, holding the candles. It's just a nice touch. Something we both agree on here, Bob, TV doesn't belong outdoors. When you're outside, you want to see nature. You want to be a part of nature.
Yeah, it's the whole point is to be outside with your landscape. Some people like to have a little entertainment from the inside of the home brought outside, and that's an option that can be offered.
But you don't like that, right? So
well,
just give me the TV.
Yeah, you have a TV.
All right, good. All right. Hey, let's move over because this is something that you don't see all the time. A fire pit. And it looks like the fire's coming out of that river rock there. Yeah,
the fire pit with the rock the way it is there is when it's off, it looks just like almost like a dry riverbed or a little pond. The gas comes through the rocks and brings a little bit more color and light to the landscape.
What do you have to make sure when you try to build one of these things? Well,
you want to make sure you have good drainage so that if it rains, it doesn't flood, and then also that it's in a safe area where you're not going to have any kids or dogs getting too close to it.
All right, let's move to the left now and talk a little bit about the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, the outdoor kitchen is basically allowing you to do a lot of your cooking outside. A lot of times you'll want to be outside and enjoying the company, not sitting inside cooking your meal. So we have a lot of features here that you can bring outside and enjoy the landscape.
Is that a raised sink that I see there?
No, that's just a bowl, basically, for...
I didn't get close enough.
Yeah, there's nothing in it, actually. It's just more of a doodad, but we have a fireplace, or the barbecue, there's a beer tap here. You can have refrigerators. There's all types of things you can have.
Right to the left, the beer tap you're talking about?
Yeah.
Our crew has been eyeing that all day.
I bet.
All right, watch that.
It's empty, so there's no fun in that one.
Oh, all right. And then a nice outdoor sitting area with a nice feature above here. What do you call that? Pergola?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, one of the major purposes of the outdoor living space not only is the fire pits and all that, but also most landscapes are getting smaller nowadays. And the whole point is to enjoy your landscape in a more close-up situation using more unusual plant material. A lot of the plants we have featured here are very unusual plants that do on our climate. Yeah. And you're sitting right next to it, so you want to be able to enjoy that. In fact, at 2 o'clock, I'll be doing a seminar on some of these plants and going over some of the features.
All right, Steve Varga from Progress. Beautiful area. Love it. But right now, Helen is at a place. I love this huge rock wall waterfall. Helen, tell us more about this.
I'm definitely going to do that. I'm at the Courtyard Oasis Vignette, and with me is Pam Kill. She's with Landscape East and West. And Pam, let's just start taking a look here at what you've put in, and tell us why you picked the plants you did.
Well, I picked these. We've got a courtyard oasis. As lots get smaller, homes get bigger.
Right.
We want to kind of capitalize on the small amount of space in the backyard.
Maximizing the yard you have.
So what I've chosen kind of a spring palette here of pinks, greens, purples, blues, with a little hit of red, just for a little jolt. But try to keep it in the springtime kind of the venue there. Pink tulips, white daffodils, of course, always. Hydrangeas, we forced hydrangeas for the show. They're not quite there yet, but they will be. Again, lime greens.
Okay, whoa, hang on a second. What is this right here?
This is actually a brand new Bailey Nursery introduction called Rus typhina Tiger Eyes. It's a brand new plant, new this year. It's a baby yet.
I've never seen that.
And they're gorgeous. They'll get to be about 6 by 6 eventually, so they'll stay much smaller than the normal species. But gorgeous color. I love that lime green. I think most designers do love it.
Yes.
The blues especially and the lavenders.
Oh, yes, that looks great
beautiful.
there.
And even this color looks beautiful with reds. So
the red tulips.
You
and
betcha.
As Ken was talking about, this incredible water feature, I love this. And more water features now, right?
Exactly. And this, you'll see in the rest of the display gardens here, we're doing a lot more citified, a lot less of the natural style garden water features, more of the water walls to fit more city gardens. Exactly.
And how does that, how long does it take to put together something like that? That takes a while, doesn't it?
A long time.
Yeah.
This was even actually prefabbed back at our site, brought in 3 pieces, and then assembled. But they do have their little ups and downs when you're trying to do something for a show.
Oh, I bet. But is the water recycled then?
Is
that how that works?
It's totally recycled. It just kind of comes up through a pipe in the back. Then we've got a gutter-like trough behind that leaks through the actual stone itself, falls down through the water, and is recycled.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
Ken.
much, Helen.
And I tell you what, I know Ken has another vignette to show us, so we'll toss it on over to Ken. Ken.
Helen, you know what? A lot of people who live in Portland and even around the state have these homes, these older homes, detached garages. In fact, garages you can't even fit a car in anymore. So what do you do with that? You call in Alfred Dinsdale from Dinsdale Landscape Contractors. Alfred, you've got a beautiful place here.
Well, thanks, Ken.
And I want to show people what you've done with just an average garage, right?
You bet. Yeah,
all right, let's take a look. All right, so you've got the barn doors, which give it a beautiful look. So you don't want to replace those.
No, that's right. The carriage doors really add a lot of character.
And look what you've done on the inside. This green color is really hot.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we really like the color scheme. And a few trips down to some of the used building supplies, get an old window, the old doors, try to stick with sort of the period-specific stuff. And we've remodeled this into a garden room. We've tried to incorporate some fine art into it. We've also tried to show what you can do with fine art out in the garden.
Out the window.
Yeah, that's right. That's sort of a secret viewing garden there.
And take a look up, because you've taken the original roof off.
That's right. And actually what we replaced this with is a fiberglass material that does a really nice job of diffusing the light and creating kind of a prismatic effect.
Yeah, I can see where you're going to get the colors. Let's go out into the garden now. What I like is you put a French-style door to get out to the gardens, and probably wasn't here originally.
Well, no, and in this this state, as you know, the weather's not always that warm. So if you got this, you got the light coming in,
right.
You still have the view of the garden. It really kind of brings the two together so you can enjoy it all year round.
We're taking a look at something unique. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It looks like icicles almost.
That's right. We actually had done a lot of trying to get this glass made and could not find the pieces. We finally found a guy out in Hillsborough, John Groff, that was able to mold these for us. And we put this together kind of at the last minute, and we feel like it was a real success.
All right, I want to take one last look at this garage. I just can't believe what you've done with it. And if you want to check out all you can do with old garages, all you have to do is talk to Alfred Dinsdale. Alfred, thank you very much. Look at this. It really brings the indoors outside.
That's right. Yeah, it makes it all year round.
All right. Alfred, thank you very much.
All right, Ken.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
All right, you know what?
talking to you.
I love this next garden we're going to show you. I love the lights. I love the whimsical nature of it. Helen, tell us more.
You know, Ken, I am with you on this one. This is a vignette called Inspired by Frida. You're taking a look at some of the rock work here and the stone work. With me is Jack Hayes. You designed this, correct?
Yes.
And you were inspired by the artist Frida?
Yes.
And why don't we take a look at Frida here. A lot of people remember the movie. From the movie Frida. So tell me what you did in this. And taking a look at to the right of you, Jack, you have the pots?
Yeah, I do the sculpture. This is actually a fountainhead. It's a cement applied to a wire furniture, most of them, and all the pots you see in here are done that way. I do those. That's what this is. The blue emulates her father's house in Mexico, which is now a museum.
Really?
So that's, yes, indeed. And then...
Hang on one second, and let me get to you.
This is a sample of a sketch from her diary. What else?
I love the lights. This is a great idea. How did you get this idea?
Just from the sort of the Day of the Dead. That's what the skulls are about, because in the latter part of her career, she went from being real fanatical about the history of Mexico to to more of the modern, the Day of the Dead kind of stuff, more
Okay,
modern.
and then come on over here. Let's take a look at this mobile, because you said that's...
This is symbolic of the sun and the moon, which is very important in Mexican culture. Essentially, it's the source of life, sun and moon.
Okay. And then the sculpture, do you mind if you tell me a little bit about the sculpture on the wall, against the wall?
Is a lady slipper orchid. It's actually a wall fountain, but it's not plumbed in. That, again, is cement applied to a wire armature.
Okay, I've got to tell you that people have to check this one out, because in person it is really stunning and the colors are brilliant. So thank you so much, Jack. And I tell you what, when we come back to AM Northwest here live at the Yard Garden and Patio Show, we're going to show you how to put together a container garden with P. Allen Smith. Stay with us.
We're live at the Yard Garden and Patio Show at the Convention Center. And Helen, a lot of my friends live in townhomes, lofts, condos. They don't have areas to put gardens. They have to rely on their decks and such. Well, we're going to learn all about container gardening with P. Allen Smith's book, Container Gardening, 60 Recipes. Please welcome Allen Smith. Allen, how are you?
Good morning,
What
Ken.
kind of recipe?
Hey
We're talking recipes.
Nice to meet you.
Well, recipes, well, just like you'd bake cookies. I have 60 recipes for 4 seasons, and I have everything listed in the way of ingredients and show you how to put them together.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, it's
What is
basic.
What is it that you love about container gardens? Because if you came up with 60 recipes, you must love container gardens.
First of all, anyone can do it.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you've got a small townhome, you've got a patio, you want to spruce it up, containers are perfect.
Yeah.
Containers are also a great way to get kids started in gardening, which is so
good
important.
idea.
And the other thing is that for me, I love to paint, and it's almost like painting little pictures with plants.
Nice.
And by combining textures and colors together, you can come up with some stunning results, particularly with the wide assortment of containers that we have today. I mean, there's so many gorgeous glazed jars.
Not only that, but hanging baskets as well.
Yeah, well, sure. And containers, it's a good point, Ken. You know, there are window boxes, hanging baskets, containers big and small. There's a wide range of ways to container garden.
Well, let's have you show, pull it together for us.
You want to start with a really good soil, okay? Don't dig something out of the backyard and think that soil's going to work, okay? It's no way to save money. It's a false economy. Start with a good potting soil designed for container gardening, okay? I love to use Premier, but there's so many good ones out there. This one feel how loose that is. If you squeeze it and it falls apart, it's perfect, okay?
Really?
Yep, squeeze it, yep. Does it ball up? No.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, no, it doesn't.
Then what I like to do is add some soil moist or some sort of water retentive polymer. Put your hand in there.
You got to see it. You got to see this.
Now look at it.
Now this is a crystal right now.
That is a crystal, but when you add water, now run your hand in that, it becomes a gelatinous mass. And each one of those crystals holds water. So it's a great way to water your plants, keep the soil consistently moist. In a pot this size, I'd put about 4 tablespoons in the soil, mix it together along with a slow-release fertilizer that'll feed it over, say, a 6-month period.
6 months.
And then I would supplement it with a liquid fertilizer, an all-purpose fertilizer like this.
All right.
Now, when I design a container, I use 3 basic rules, and it's about the shape of the plant. I look at plants in an abstract way, okay? I look for something that's tall and spiky as a focal point. Typically at the back. It depends on how you're going to look at the container.
Yeah, where it's going to be placed, right?
If it's against a wall, like I see this container being placed, you'd put the tall, spiky thing to the back.
Gotcha.
If you're going to see it in the round, you'd put it in the center.
Sure.
All right? Then I take, so tall and spiky, then I fill in with something round and full. And what I've done here, I've used this tassel fern, which is so gorgeous. I love the chartreuse color. And to also fill in, I'm dropping in some of these little primroses. Look at the color combination here. The chartreuse and hot pink is really dynamite.
Yeah, that's a great color.
Then to finish it off, something to cascade. And see, Helen, what I've used there is a variegated ivy that cascades off the front.
That's
now,
nice.
It's been described as a thriller, a filler, and a spiller. Remember that. Those 3 things.
A thriller, filler, and spiller.
That's it.
But what if each different plant you use requires different amounts of watering? How do you get around that?
Well, what you want to do is you want to try to make sure that the plants all require the same sort of conditions.
Right.
So for full sun, this would be great for partial shade, be perfect. And see, you notice how I dropped the flowers in there.
Yeah.
You can change out the flowers, get the foliage in. Foliage is so important. I think it is more important than bloom. So as you can see, all of these plants wrapping it, the tall, spiky, round and full, and the cascading, those are foliage plants. And look at the color they bring. And then I drop in a pocket of bloom. And I just brought over a couple of other things I found here at the show. Isn't this gorgeous? This is called called marmalade heuchera. Heuchera is an old-fashioned plant called coral bells, but they've developed so many gorgeous colors. I just love this one. And then this is a New Zealand flax, which if you just look at the different colors in a single blade, and when I design my color combinations, I'll take one leaf and I'll go look at all the colors in this leaf, and I'll try to match some of those colors, those color echoes, and put them all in one container.
Now, do you have demonstrations going on here at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show?
Tomorrow, I'm going to give a lecture, and my lecture's at 11 o'clock. And I'll be talking about my garden home, how I developed my garden. I've been a garden designer for 20 years, and I'll talk about the 12 principles of design that I use when I create a garden. So it'll be more focused on the larger landscape. I will show some of my container designs in the lecture, but it's largely about garden design.
All right. P. Allen Smith's Container Gardening. 60 Recipes is the name of the book. All the information is available on our website, KATU.com.
And coming up on AM Northwest, how you can win a trip to Hawaii. Stay with us.
Sounds like
to Hawaii. AM Northwest is giving you a chance to win a fabulous trip for two to our nation's 50th state. Banish those winter blahs when you fly Hawaiian Airlines to Honolulu for your 4-night stay at the Hawaii Prince Hotel on Waikiki. It's the perfect way to get ready for spring. Just log on to KATU.com for complete contest details and keep watching AM Northwest for your chance to win.
Welcome back, everybody. So glad you're with us. We're at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show at the Convention Center at Opens Day. Helen, don't you hate it when kids try to get on camera? They'll do most anything. Anyway.
The sculpture you're talking about back there, kid?
Kids. Let's, right now, try to qualify a viewer for the Hawaii trip.
It's an easy game. How about the 14th caller?
All right.
14th caller.
14th caller is going to qualify to win a trip. We're going to pick it on Monday. So this is
your
one of
last
the
chance.
final chances to do this. So you said the 14th caller.
14th.
All right. We'll play the game a little later.
And you know, what would a Yard, Garden, and Patio Show be without our gardener, Mike Darcy? He's here with us today, and he's talking about vegetable gardening, right, Mike?
Yes, Helen, hey, thank you. Yes, so I'm over here in the Garden Writers Association booth, which is the Plant a Row for the Hungry. And you might not know, but Oregon, for percent of population that needs hunger, ranks 8th, and that's not a good thing. So here's some ideas you can do in your own garden. I think this is a great idea and something that we should probably feature on one of my segments, a straw bale bed. So all they've taken here is a bale of straw, taken some of it out, put in some good potting soil, and there's peas growing here. You could grow anything in it. You could grow flowers, vegetables. Over here are some salad greens. So there's quite a few things you could do there. Really great idea. Another thing, in limited space gardens where you don't have the room to spread out, try growing some things that are on poles, like these beans. Of course, they'll take full sun. They'll grow very quickly, so they'll fill up a space really very, very fast for you. This garden, by the way, is one to give an idea because the Plant a Row for the Hungry began in Alaska, where Jeff Lowenfels, one of the garden writers, was involved in a soup kitchen and they needed food. So the whole idea behind this is you plant an extra row of some kind of either vegetables or fruit in your garden, and then we've now worked with a lot of different garden centers throughout the state of Oregon where you can take this extra produce to them. They will then take it to a local food bank. So what you're growing in your own garden is going to a food bank that's going to stay local in your area. This is a really neat garden to come and visit because you'll see a lot of great ideas. Right here is a wall that you could do this in your own garden. This would, of course, want a sunny location, but these are just pots that have been stuck in here. They fit right in this. This is something you could make, and I would say probably in 6 to 8 weeks, that whole thing is just going to be a mass of color and foliage. It's really going to be very, very pretty. The other thing, which is really nice too, is a greenhouse. And this greenhouse is going to be a raffle item. $5 for a raffle to perhaps win this greenhouse. And I always like to include youth in gardening, whatever we can. And all these peas right here were grown by the Hillsborough High School Horticulture Department. I think that's really special to get young people involved in gardening. So we really appreciate them. Another thing, and we've talked about on the show lots of times, rosemary. This is just a great rosemary plant. This is a wonderful herb to have in the garden. Smells good. It's coming into bloom right now, and it's very hardy in the garden. So a great plant to have. The other thing I think it's just nice to show, and you'll see this when you come to the garden, is the area behind here, and probably Ken and Helen don't know the name of that, but that's called a wattle, that area back there. That's a wattle, it's just twigs. So instead of throwing away all your old branches when you are done, when you're pruning them, when you're done pruning them, hey, build a wattle, W-A-T-T-L-E. Great idea. And the other thing you can do too in a garden is you have flowers mixed with vegetables. There's no reason you can't mix them. I think sometimes people think if you have a vegetable garden, it has to be just vegetables. That's not the case. Go ahead and mix them all up. There's some really nice plum trees right here. I think we have 1 or 2 flowers coming out, rosemary back in there, and then just take a look at the color that you can get. Really great ideas here. So the thing I want to emphasize is with this is plant a row for the hungry, grow some extra produce in your garden this year. You can get a brochure that'll tell you the garden centers you can go to, take your produce there, and they will get it to a local food bank. Remember, we can all make a difference.
All right. Hey, make sure to watch In the Garden Sundays at 9 o'clock right here on KATU. And Mike didn't think I knew what a wattle was. Of course I did. I waddle all the time.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I thought he said waffle. 'Cause I was gonna say,
you eat waffles all the time.
This morning.
All right.
You know, we've got to introduce you to a world-renowned gardener, Helen Dillon. And you flew in from Ireland last night, I understand. Is that correct?
Yep.
Now, let's find out something. You have an incredible garden in Ireland, and we want to take a look at some pictures of your garden. And we want you to describe what you have here.
Okay, well, thank you very much. But it's all an illusion, really. I've been built up out of something I don't know what.
Oh,
you know,
I've been going for a very long time. I've been going for ages. I've been going forever.
Take a look at that. Is that your terrace?
I think it's my terrace.
Yeah,
You
that's
think
really...
you haven't been in your garden lately?
Like yesterday morning.
All right.
Well,
Oh, that's
definitely
gorgeous.
Me. That's definitely me.
All right, now what you do is you actually take people on tours through your garden.
Yeah, we do.
And that's your greenhouse?
That's a greenhouse which has had to be rebuilt. It's now made out of hardwood because it fell down before. I keep taking it all to bits and starting again. I don't think you should get stuck in it. People get stuck with what they've made and they feel they've got to keep preserving it.
No.
Well, that's a canal there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's pretty.
You see, my husband was obsessed with the grass. He had to mow it and edge it and sweep it and aerate it and feed it and water it till it was blue in the face. So we removed the source of the problem and turned it into water.
Turn it into water because you don't have to mow the water.
That's a great idea.
Talk to us a little bit about the way you change plants all the time. You don't just stick with what you planted originally.
Well, one of the things is one's taste changes the whole time. The soil changes, particularly in an old garden. You can have a build-up of pests or diseases, which the only way to cope is to keep renewing, replenishing, digging in muck. Do you use manure around here?
Yes.
Yeah, digging in wonderful compost and stuff.
Right.
And trying to get some goodness back into the soil. Because I think a lot of gardeners overuse the same bit of soil.
Right. And I understand that you have the most beautiful compost container ever. Is that right?
Well, my husband's compost it's just major. It's a major compost heap. And
It's gorgeous. Because I met some of your fans, and they say you got to ask her about her compost pile because it's incredibly beautiful. I didn't know compost piles could be.
Well, they can be. I mean, I'm so pro making compost. I could approve of it even if you make bad compost. But we have these big bays with removable slats along the front.
You've got slats in front. Gotcha.
Yeah, and you need to have about 2 pits to make it work well.
Right.
All right, well, I just want to reiterate to people who are thinking about starting their garden, you can't make a mistake. If you don't like something, you just hack it off, pull it out, right?
Absolutely, and you start all over again. Because it's like one's own life, it can get stale. You could have the same old sitting room curtains and the same old hairstyle for 40 years. And really, you say somebody's got stuck in the era of the 30s
right.
or stuck in the era of the 50s. I don't want to have a 50s-looking garden. I want a 2000.
Very good.
You're giving a seminar when folks come down, right?
Yeah, 5 o'clock this evening.
5 o'clock this evening.
And 12:30 tomorrow.
Okay, we want to encourage folks to come down. And thank you so much, Helen, for coming in and checking in with us. We appreciate it.
Very, very much.
All right, all the information that we spoke about will be on our website.
You can hang out right here with us.
KATU.com. Helen, I love fountains. I love water, and guess
water
what we're
features.
Gonna do?
We're going to build one?
We're going to learn to build a fountain coming
Let's do
up.
that.
Stay with us.
Hey, what's the hurry? Everyone's going to Binion's best sale of the year. Right now at the Binion's half-off sale, you can save 50% off a complete pair of glasses. That's half off any pair in the store for a limited time only. So there's no time to wait. Binion's, why pay more?
At Town & Country, we're charting a new course. It's menu value pricing. Choose a vehicle and we'll show you the invoice document. You'll see the savings plus our price is the same on all similar vehicles. And you'll get free lifetime tires plus maintenance for 3 years. You'll know and never have to guess. It's that easy. So why go anywhere else? Menu value pricing. It's only at Town & Country. Drive home happy.
One new message.
Hi, it's me calling from the beach in Cabo San Lucas. Can you believe it? Too bad you didn't try that contest.
Hagen's $2 million Fun in the Sun prize giveaway is now even better with bonus Baja Blue tickets that give you even more chances to win. Win trips, cars, cash, free groceries. But hurry, unlike our winter weather, this contest won't last forever.
Lay on the beach or lounge by the pool. Decisions, decisions.
It's free beef time at Les Schwab.
Why in February do we give free beef with the tires you buy? Les Schwab started 41 years ago as a way of saying thank you to our customers and to support our farmers and ranchers.
A big extra at no extra charge.
Your choice. Free beef in our popular party pack or right out of the freezer. To celebrate, we're giving away over 375 handcrafted Traeger wood pellet grills.
Free beef now at the Les Schwab sign.
Need a little updating? With Ethan Allen's stylish furniture and 12 months same as cash financing, it's easier than ever to wake up to a whole new you. Ethan Allen, Furnishing Solutions. Can't afford fine dining? With Ethan Allen 12 months same as cash financing, you can. Add free design service and quality furniture, and you've got a recipe for something great. Ethan Allen, Furnishing Solutions.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show. And Cindy is on the line. Cindy, doesn't Hawaii sound good right about now?
Hey, it sounds wonderful.
I'm glad you're watching because you're going to play our pineapple game. All you have to do is try to pick which pineapple has the clue to win the Hawaii game. What do you think? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
Number 3.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Yes! Yes,
Cindy,
that's
congratulations.
great.
All
That's
right.
so great.
Isn't that fun when we get it?
Thanks, guys.
All right, Cindy, thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
All right, now let's go to Rhonda in our Weather Center to find out if the weather for us is anything like, is it like Hawaii at all, Rhonda?
Not like, well, the sunshine is like Hawaii.
All weekend, right?
About 30 degrees cooler than Hawaii.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, beautiful weekend ahead. It looks like we're just going to see clouds moving in, not any rainfall. That will stay south of us. Expect temperatures to make it to the mid-50s later today. About 56 degrees is where we expect the high temperature to go. And then tonight, we'll drop down into the 30s. You'll see more clouds, as I mentioned, over this President's Day weekend, but the entire weekend at this point looks dry. There's only one area of the weekend that I would say you might get surprised with a shower, and that would be Saturday night into Sunday, but everything else looking really good.
All right, hey, we have a weather quiz for you today.
Sure.
You ready? You
I'm ready.
All right.
John Travolta is having a birthday today.
Some loving had me up. Never mind.
I'm so sorry, Rhonda. Okay, how old would you guess that John Travolta is?
I think John Travolta is 48 years old.
Well, let me give you a little hint. Oprah went to his big birthday last year.
Oh, 51.
You got it.
Good job.
Okay. I
That was a
didn't
good
know
hint.
he was already in his 50s. He looks great.
Doesn't he?
look great.
He looks great, yeah. Thanks, Rhonda.
Rhonda, we'll see you later. Thank
Have a
you
good
very much.
weekend.
You too.
All right, something that enhances a garden like nothing else is the sound, the serenity of water and beautiful waterfalls. Joining us now from Hughes Water Gardens is Eamon Hughes. Please welcome him to AM Northwest. Eamon, how are you?
Morning, great
Thanks
to be
for
here.
joining us.
Thanks for coming
Appreciate
to
it.
the show.
This is not an easy thing. I mean, everyone likes the sound, the look, and everything.
who
But the
doesn't?
hard part is doing it yourself.
It's doing it itself. Everyone's getting interested in water gardens. We lead such stressful lives. So it's great. I mean, this type of waterfall, Drake 7Ds here have built is just wonderful for people to see. But we've assembled a few things. The recipe for a water garden is very simple.
Oh, okay.
You know, a bit of rubber liner, a rock.
Wait. A rubber liner.
This is your water containment.
Okay.
It's very flexible liner.
Oh, look at that.
So that's going to hold all the water
That'd be
in.
good girdle material.
Yeah, I tell you.
It'd hold you in.
More than 18 hours,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
Now, nothing's going to pierce that, so that's going to be watertight for a long
This is
time to come.
watertight, and once the upper edge of that is above waterline, or whatever you do inside, be it formal like this or informal, a little babbling stream or that, the water can't get out of it.
You know what I learned is when you want to build a pond, you get the size of the pond, but you got to get that a lot bigger because it's got to go down and then overflow the
It's the depths. You know, people really need to educate, and there are seminars on over the weekend here to help people or read books, go to the library and get some information beforehand.
Okay.
Okay, and then you brought some rock here.
The rock is your structure, you know, again,
Sure.
be it formal or if you're doing a stream and waterfalls, you just set the rock in to form those streams and waterfalls.
Now, do you have a perfect plan when you set out to do a water feature, or do you sometimes just kind of go with the flow, so to speak?
Well, when you're doing a natural one, you really have to follow the contour lines, and as you're building it, you just have to be ready to adjust as you go. But it is important for marital harmony to at least have a plan and try and make this happen in a couple of weekends. It doesn't
You're
drag
clearly
out for
married,
2
aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I get a lot of calls. I'm like a marriage counselor sometimes, I think.
Damon, something that looks pretty tacky is water flowing down from absolutely nowhere. So you try to make it look natural.
Yeah, I call it the Mount St. Helens syndrome. This mound in the corner and water spewing out the top of it.
Right.
You must naturalize it. And a lot of the yards are flat. So you just soften it with plant material, some evergreen plant material, and you can blend that mound out into the yard.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've brought a pump here, and there are so many different sizes of pumps.
It's very confusing for people.
Yes.
So again, it's best to go to your local garden centre or water garden store and get the information. They're trained to help you and keep you out of trouble. It's really important to educate yourself before you start. Spend the time.
And the tubes, too, that come with the pumps, I mean, there's a different tube for every pump, right?
Yeah, if you go with too small, you have so much friction loss, it'll just dribble out the other end. So again, that whole sizing is technically difficult for most people, so you need to talk to people or read books that detail out some of that stuff.
You know, my water feature, I put goldfish in. Bad idea. There are raccoon around here. I don't know if you knew that, so I have no more goldfish. So I put plant material in there, and there are certain plants, actually, that do well in water.
Well, they do. Some of the water plants, what I call ponds, are salad and sushi bars for raccoons. You know, you build it, they will come. You know?
Right.
But the plant material, and we have a couple here, we just saw that umbrella palm is very nice.
This right here?
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, to soften the edges and just naturalize and blend it into the landscape. And choose plants that complement your surroundings, so you're actually not isolating the plants in the water feature.
Sure.
So get that palette of plants growing up slowly from the water up into your landscape.
Good idea.
We want to mention that you have a store, Hughes Water Gardens,
We do,
right?
just outside Wilsonville, where people can get advice on everything.
And if folks want more information, they can give you a call, 503-638-1709, for more info. Great, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for coming on
and
the
keep
show.
your marriage together, go to the experts.
Yeah. Take care.
Hey, coming up, we have qualifiers that are going to win a trip to Hawaii, but guess what? We're going to bring Hawaii here with some great orchids. Stay with us, we'll show you what we mean.
Where else but The View can you party like this? Today, The View celebrates you with Tom Selleck. Yes. And from Desperate Housewives, Brenda Strong. Live on The View.
Have an affection for confection? At Merle Norman, you can indulge your candy cravings with sweet treats, our new colors for spring. Color comes out to play with 3 delectable palettes in sugar-coated pastels and jam-packed brights. Get a free Merle Norman makeover for a taste of what's new and find the looks that are sweet on you. Come into Merle Norman and discover just how beautiful you can be.
Come in today for your gift, free with purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
Great Floors can take care of all your flooring needs with great products, great selection, and great deals every day. That's no bull. Right now, get high-quality wood flooring for $3.99 a square foot with 12 months same as cash. We also offer 90 days same as cash on all carpet purchases. Plus, get a free 3x5 area rug with any purchase of $1,000 or more. Great Floors, home of the no bull deal. Stop by today on Northeast 82nd across from Madison High School. We'll see you there.
Sure, you'd like a new car, but don't have the down payment right now? Don't worry. Vancouver Ford's got you covered. During our great credit payoff, you get up to $2,500 cash with the purchase of any new Ford. Use it for your down payment or to pay off bills. Or get Vancouver Ford's low pricing, like 2005 Focus, just $99.88. Or F-Series, just $16,488. The only catch is you've got to act before February 28th. So don't miss the great credit payoff, exclusively at Vancouver Ford.
Most of us think of closed captioning as a valuable service for the deaf and hard of hearing, when actually we all benefit. For folks learning to read, new residents learning English, and in noisy places like health clubs. Closed captioning helps everyone.
All televisions now come equipped with closed captioning technology. We thank Pacific Power for their support that allows KATU to offer real-time closed captioning on many local programs. KATU and you, the spirit of the Northwest. Hair for Ken Ackerman provided by Hair M, where every man is king. Monday on AM Northwest.
From The Tonight Show to AM Northwest, extraordinaires Craig Cargis will read minds and make tables fly through the air, plus qualify to win a trip to Hawaii.
All right, we want to tell you about the Oregon Ballet Theater's presentation of Body, Mind, and Spirit, March 5th through 12th. To get tickets, 222-5538, all the information on our website. We want to give away a couple of tickets right now, so how about the 16th caller will win a pair of tickets to Body, Mind, and Spirit.
Now, you know, earlier we learned how to put together a container garden.
Yes.
But Karina actually is with someone, and she gets to tour of these incredibly beautiful container gardens.
Take a look.
Let me turn mine off.
Start clock.
Well, I found my vote for one of my favorite exhibits here at the Garden Show, and I'm with Jeff Horning right now, who has been telling me that this is actually a contest where people can vote for their favorite.
Exactly. We've put together this great contest. We have 42 retailers and containers here are participating, and we're asking people to come down and vote for their favorite one with dollar bills, and all the proceeds will go to Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, I love it. Well, let's take a look at a few of these. This one, I love the orchid. Sweet little birdhouses, and this one, the camellia, is just gorgeous. So I'm looking at these knowing that somebody along the way is going to want to take these home. Is that a possibility?
Oh, definitely. It's another one of our fundraisers. You can come down and buy these for $150 a piece. Most of them go for $300 or more in a retail spot, and the benefits will go to Salud, an organization that provides medical benefits for Oregon's migrant workers.
Oh, you know, I love it when you can feel good by spending money. Now, how are you going to get something like this home?
For an additional $30 when you purchase that, we'll actually deliver them right to their door. They're pretty heavy. They're very nice, so we'll do all the handling for you, and all you have to do is come down, vote, buy your container, and we'll take care of it from there.
Oh, I love it. All right, and earlier we showed people how they could make their own container gardens, and I'm guessing that not everybody's going to have the $150 to take one home, as much as they'd love to. So is this an opportunity for maybe people to get ideas?
Oh, most definitely. We have here at the voting booth the actual recipe for each one of these, so they can either come in and write those down, or next week, once we get a little more organized back at the office, we'll get all these recipes posted on our website at ygpshow.com. And people can come, download that, get a photo of the actual container itself with the recipe, and take it home and make it themselves.
What a great idea. Okay, we will link your website to our website at KATU.com and send people on their container gardening ways. Jeff Horning, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Ken, Helen, happy gardening.
Happy gardening to you too, Karina. Hey, right now we're going to learn about one of the most beautiful flowers here from Kawamoto Gardens in Hawaii. Please welcome Tani Kalaukoa. Tani.
That was a gorgeous orchid there.
That was a Cattleya.
A Cattleya?
Yes, it's called Fritz Nicholas. A very beautiful flower, a hybrid plant.
Uh-huh. Yes. Oh, are all these indigenous of Hawaii, or do they grow elsewhere?
No, actually most orchids are from places such as Asia and South America.
Okay.
A lot of what you see are all hybrided. The orchids start off as species plants, and what happens is a lot of labs will actually cross the plants to get something like this.
Because you don't see a lot of these around here.
No, you don't. A lot of people think that orchids are very hard to bloom here in the Pacific Northwest.
They are. I've had one, Tani.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people make a few simple mistakes.
Me? Yes, go ahead.
So what are the mistakes? Yeah, what are the mistakes we make?
Usually orchids will require a lot of bright filtered sun. You could give them direct morning sun, which has a lot of healthy light, but isn't very hot. In the afternoon, you want to have them shaded or in direct light.
So you have to move them?
Move them if if possible, somewhere that doesn't have too much direct sun in the afternoon.
Yeah, what you do is when the sun goes across, you make sure the shade's in the afternoon is all.
Oh, gotcha.
See, I made that mistake.
I was thinking that you said, you know, have it one place in the morning, move it.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, you know what's something I've noticed with mine, and I never knew orchids did this, was bloom more than once.
It's possible. A lot of the miniature types like this, it's possible for them to bloom more than once a year, mainly because the plants are so small, it doesn't take as long for them to repeat the blooming cycle.
Okay, you said 3 mistakes, so we put them in the...
Yes, a lot of people, they overwater their plants. We recommend you water them once a week.
Okay.
Also, fertilization. You want to fertilize your plants once every 2 weeks. Okay. Preferably something of a 20-20-20 strength. You can use any brand.
Okay, any brand. Let's take a look at some more of these and tell us about this one, this guy right here.
This is another Cattleya. It is a miniature type. A lot of miniatures, a lot of people like a lot of miniatures because they bloom more than once.
Oh,
and they also, they don't take up as much space. You can put them on a windowsill.
Right. Now, you're paying, orchids are not inexpensive. I just, you know, people know that. They're not inexpensive. They bloom for how long? If they don't bloom twice?
Depending on the type of orchids. Cattleyas like these, they'll bloom for about 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
Yes, whereas other types such as Phalaenopsis can bloom anywhere from 2 to 6 months.
I told you the Phalaenopsis can bloom that long. Helen, which is your favorite? I'm looking at all.
You know, I'm loving this, and I don't know if it's the color or what. Tell me about this one, Tony.
That is another type of Cattleya, a very popular Cattleya called a Hazel Boyd. A lot of people like this because of its bright red color. You don't see too many bright red orchids.
You carry a lot of Cattleya. I mean, that's all we've seen so far.
Now, wait, does that require do some orchids require different care?
Yes, Cattleyas do generally like a little more light than others, per se your Phalaenopsis.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you cut them back after the bloom?
Yeah.
Okay, after they're done blooming, you could cut them back to the plant. Just don't cut the plant itself. You could cut
all the way down?
Yes.
All right. And we want to mention that your orchids are available online.
Yes, they are.
And we're going to have a link from your website to our website, or vice versa, however that works.
Yes.
Since I'm not very computer savvy. Helen,
yeah,
what are you showing?
Well, you know what I want to do?
Tony, do you want to show
I've got to show you this bling that Tony has on. This is not a cubic zirconia, folks.
No.
Why did you get this? This was a Christmas present?
This was a Christmas gift from my sister.
Your
goodness.
sister?
Yes.
You have a nice sister.
No kidding.
That's gorgeous.
All right, Tony, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful, beautiful orchids. Thank you.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about perennials and all the different types that are available. Stay with us.
Conversation with Peter Jennings, tonight on KATU News.
We're talking with folks about standard service.
Our salesperson was so knowledgeable and so helpful.
It's not just the one person that we've worked with. I mean, it's the entire staff. Everybody's so friendly and welcoming here.
My salesperson, she worked with me and helped me to get a really great deal on the oven that I wanted, and I brought it home at a really great price.
The sales staff at Standard is great. Everyone was really nice and helpful.
The most knowledgeable staff, that's Standard TV and Appliance.
KATU, the Spirit of the Northwest, presents the Les Schwab Athlete of the Month Award winners. Glencoe High basketball star Elizabeth Disson leads the Metro League in scoring. Elizabeth is also on the volleyball and track team, plus she scores high with her 3.86 grade point average. And Evergreen High senior Taylor Rank scored 33 touchdowns and rushed for over 2,000 yards in helping his team win the Washington State football title. Congratulations to the Les Schwab Athlete of the Month Award winners. KATU and you, the Spirit of the Northwest.
Ever wonder what it'd be like to have a president in your hip pocket?
At Furniture Row Outlet's President's Day Savings Event, you'll walk out with more than a few extra presidents in your pocket. That's because for a limited time only, we're offering no payments and no interest for 2 years. Plus, get great prices backed by our 200% guaranteed lowest price pledge. Furniture Row Outlet. Hurry in. Our President's Day Savings Event and pay absolutely nothing for 2 years offer ends soon. In Salem.
What car are more Lexus, Cadillac, and BMW owners turning to? The all-new Chrysler 300. And Bob Lanfear's Beaverton Chrysler is loaded with 300s. On sale. Get full Hemi power and American luxury, all wrapped in one hot car. At Bob Lanfear's Beaverton Chrysler, we have all the 300s to choose from. Get all-wheel or rear-wheel drive in Motor Trend's Car of the Year. You've got to drive the 300 to know that luxury comes standard in a Chrysler, and only at Beaverton Chrysler.
We've got the new 300s you're looking for at Beaverton Chrysler. Just buy Bob and save.
Hair for Helen Raptis and Karina Allen, provided by G-Best of Portland.
We're at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show at the Oregon Convention Center. With me is Marty Wingate, and you have a book called The Big Book of Northwest Perennials.
Yes.
And we do have some incredibly beautiful perennials, don't we?
We can grow just about anything.
Well, let's show folks, and I have to tell you, that when we start with this one, I have not seen this one before, or the color.
It's beautiful. It's a double hellebore. We love hellebores around here. And there are lots of double hellebores here at the show. They're beautiful rose-like flowers. The thing to do that gardeners like to do is cut all the old leaves off. You see where these have been cut off, so that the flowers, which bloom in winter, can stand out. And that way, then the new leaves come out for the rest of the year and you're fine.
Now, is there something about these perennials that you keep them spaced out? I know it's not crowded in with a lot.
Only because all the leaves are cut off. It looks like it's smaller, but no, they're fine together. They're a great shade plant.
Shade plant.
Yes.
And we need shade. We need shade plants.
We have lots of shade.
We have lots of shade. Exactly. Tell me about now. This again, another beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? It's another hellebore, but it's a different kind. You can see the leaves are a little bit more leathery. They don't have to be cut down every year. This is called Ivory Prince.
Ivory Prince. And what's the care on this?
Again, this can take a little bit more sun. Both of these plants like it a little, like the soil to be a little alkaline, which means when you plant them, you can break up a piece of chalk that you write on a chalkboard with and stick it in the hole.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, and this guy?
Another shade plant. This is actually evergreen, although we consider it a perennial. It is euphorbia, and it's dry shade. You don't have to water it once it's established. After the first year or two, summers doesn't matter. You
low maintenance. We like that.
Low maintenance.
Now, this is low cover, or does this get pretty tall?
This gets, with the flower stems, it'll get about 2.5 feet high.
Oh, gotcha.
And it'll get about 3 feet wide. After it blooms, you can cut the flower stems back, and then you've got this lovely evergreen look for the rest of the year.
Oh, you know, we were noticing, this is an interesting, what is this here?
This is hazelnut shells, a great Oregon industry growing hazelnuts. And these are really
Isn't that our nut, the state's nut?
I think it is. And these are good for mulch and also for pathways. They're really fun to walk on because they crunch.
For pathways? You use them for pathways?
I use them for pathways.
Really? Okay, let's take a look at this.
This is an evergreen grass called the orange sedge. And in winter, it takes on these lovely orange tints.
I'm seeing more folks use these in their gardens.
Yes, and this does not have to be cut down every year. It's evergreen. You can leave it now every 2 or 3 years if you think it's looking a little ratty. You can cut it down to the ground, but wait till late winter because it's so pretty in winter.
Yeah, that's very pretty. And you know, P. Allen Smith talked about this plant here.
He did. This is marmalade. That's the name of this. And these are all 3 coral bells. And it shows the range of colors of leaves. You don't have to go for flashy flowers when you've got leaves like this that will be all winter long, be colorful. This one is called obsidian. It's really dark, murky color.
I love the contrast.
Isn't that great?
Guys.
And this one's lime Ricky. That'll wake you up in the morning, that's for sure.
And again, care on these guys?
And these will take part shade to some sun. They're really easy care. They're evergreen, although eventually you'll see the older leaves looking kind of icky. So cut them off individually. Don't shear the whole plant back.
And can folks use your book as a reference guide?
Indeed. I have 1,260 perennials I've talked about in that book.
Oh, terrific.
How to take care of them, where to grow them, how big they get, and what they look like.
Again, you can see that the Big Book of Northwest Perennials. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Hey, we're going to go now to Ken, who's getting a dose of fragrance. Aren't you, Ken?
Helen, I'm going to tell you what, you can probably smell it from where you are. We're at Ferguson's Fragrance Gardens. Danielle Ferguson is going to tell us all the plants that we're smelling right here. Danielle, thank you so much for being with us. So many people think of fragrant plants, they think of jasmine, done, that's it.
Oh, no.
There's a whole bunch.
Oh, especially in the wintertime. Amazing.
That is not an Australian mint, is it?
This is Australian mint bush.
All right, I gotta be honest. You told me that's what it was. But that smells great as well.
It does, very
are
minty.
these all indigenous to our environment here?
They're all hardy for here. They're not
hardy.
Indigenous here, so they didn't originate
Hardy is
here.
what I meant.
Yes.
Wrong word. So they're all hardy. They all grow here.
Yes.
All right, so that's Australian mint. What else do we have?
Evergreen clematis. Oh my God, that smells incredible.
And in the winter, it'll keep its greenery so it
Yes.
doesn't look bad. You don't just have the roots climbing out.
Exactly. You got
All right.
nice, beautiful leaves that kind of orient themselves like a waterfall.
Good.
This is one of my favorite winter fragrant plants. It's called Sweet Box.
Sweet box.
It blooms right now. Very fragrant.
What color bloom?
They're white. You don't see them very much, but they make an amazing smell that just fills the air.
Okay, we're writing these down because I've got to learn all these. Now over here you have what you told me is a euphorbia, and it's a very interesting looking plant, and it smells good, you say.
It actually doesn't have a smell, but I just love it for its texture. Sorry about that, Ken.
Danielle, you know, I'm in Ferguson's Fragrant Nursery. I need to know it smells good. So when I say, and it smells good, no, Ken, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry,
That's
but
okay.
I just love it.
It looks good. It looks good. All right, what else has smell?
All right, let's look over
All
here.
right.
This is Osmeria Birkwoodii. Very fragrant, beautiful white clusters of flowers, wonderful fragrance.
Okay, and that'll be white, right? It
Yes.
looks like it is.
Gorgeous.
And do all these down here with color, what is the best plant with color that you can recommend that smells great?
Right now,
Do you have one?
this.
Okay,
it's
right
not
over here?
smelling at this time of the year.
Okay.
But look at the color of this foliage.
It's gorgeous.
This is
It's gorgeous.
a Mexican orange called Sundance, and it
Okay.
has orange blossom smelling flowers in June. But the foliage is amazing. It just brightens up any area that you put it.
Danielle, some great information, and I want to mention that Ferguson's Almost Everything Fragrant Garden, which I'm going to call it now. You can see where it's located. All the information will be on our website, KATU.com. You're going to find everything fragrant and some not so fragrant. Danielle, thanks a lot. Hey, coming up on AM Northwest, we're going to tell you what's on Monday's show. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Closed captioning for K2 News is made possible by the generous support of Pacific Power. K2 and you, the spirit of the Northwest.
Enjoy the quality of life and peace of mind that comes from being insured by one of the largest Medicare insurers in the nation with HealthNet Options Plus. For just $53 a month, HealthNet Options Plus covers a host of complimentary care benefits and gives you the freedom to select any doctor in the country without a referral. To learn more, call right now. Enjoy the affordable, flexible Medicare Advantage PPO plan. HealthNet Options Plus. It's the plus that can add so much to your life. Call right now.
An art sale like no other. This Sunday, it's the original collector's art.
You don't want to miss it.
Beautiful, hand-painted oils on canvas. Traditional, contemporary.
Gallery quality.
But not the gallery prices.
Plus hundreds of paintings like you see here at $59 or less.
$59? No way.
And the frames, any style you can think of.
Don't miss collector's art. This Sunday only 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Washington Square at the Embassy Suites Hotel. At Jansen Beach at the Thunderbird Hotel, formerly the Doubletree Columbia River. In Clackamas at the Monarch Hotel. And in Salem at the Red Lion.
Now only in theaters. Discover the most enchanting Pooh movie ever. Critics call it heartwarming. It's irresistible family fun.
Did you hear that?
With an unforgettable new character.
Everybody calls me Lumpy.
Disney presents Pooh's Heffalump movie, rated G. Now in theaters.
We've decided to put an emphasis on local because that really seems to be what people want to see most of the time. So many things happen in the community that affect them. Their kids' school, the sewer project down the street. These things are so important to people on a daily basis that we felt it was important to kind of ramp up our coverage of local news, and that's what we've done.
Emmy Award-winning anchor Steve Dunn, weeknights at 5, 6:30, and 11 on K2 News. The difference is local.
K2 News at 5 is making a difference with a full hour of in-depth news.
We have in-depth reports from around our area tonight.
Live in McMinnville.
We're live in Vancouver. We are live in Warrenton tonight.
See the difference. Tonight at 5, K2 News. The difference is local.
You're taking a live look from our Inn at the Spanish Head camera along the Central Oregon coast.
I'm going to be there today.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm going to the
Heading up?
coast.
I'm so jealous.
Hey, you know what? We are in one of the most beautiful displays you'll see at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show, and it's all because of John Stone from JP Stone Contractors. And John, you put together a reflecting pond here.
Right.
That is second to none here at the show, in my opinion. Let's take a look at that, Bob. Tell us, what does it take to put something like this in your home? Can you do it yourself, or probably not?
It's pretty hard to do yourself unless you're a pretty dedicated do-it-yourselfer. There's about 3,000 hours worth of labor into the whole big plaza area, so let's divide that by 4. You got 750 in this one corner, I would say. We have a nice statue there by a local sculptor, Carol Taylor. It's called Electra. We have some darkened water there that has really nice reflectivity that I'm sure your camera is picking
These
up.
ponds are becoming more popular, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I mean, we just saw Helen Dillon house one at her place in Ireland.
More and more and more. The homeowners are calling for some sort of water feature in their property.
All right, John, give me a price on this one, and I don't want to scare people. If you have a pacemaker, please watch out. What's the price?
Well, this one corner, the garden that you're looking at right now, is probably $12,000, $15,000. And each corner of this large plaza area kind of represents a Portland size backyard or something of that nature.
It really does look like a backyard you find here. John, thank you very much for joining us.
Certainly.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And now let's check out what's on the Insider Today 3.
Let's get inside. A speeding shopping cart catastrophe. An urban cowboy gone bad. Inside more really, really stupid human tricks. Think a woman's breast enlargement nightmare that left her with gangrene and a man who woke up during surgery. What's being done about the man known as the Butcher of South Beach? Plus, Julia, Nicole, Gwyneth, inside the best Oscar dresses of all time, and how you can pick what our Lara Spencer wears to this year's Oscars. Next Insider.
Welcome back. We're so glad you joined us here at the Yard, Garden, and Patio Show. It runs from today through Sunday, and it's 10 a.m. to 9. You know what we want to do?
We want to get all the bachelorettes out there, I think from 23 to, I'm not sure, 35, because we've got Buck from the Z100 Morning Show. He's going on the auction block, folks. We want to hook him up with somebody, so if you're interested, check it out on Monday.
See you. Take care, everyone.
He'll be the last veteran news anchor.
Good evening, everyone.
Tonight on K2 News, Peter Jennings sits down one-on-one with K2 News during his visit to the Northwest. From politics to his career, K2 talks with one of America's most distinguished journalists. Tonight on K2 News.
This week on Millionaire.
You want me to hang on to that for you?
These contestants are racking up the cash.
For $250,000.
Who has the guts to stay in the game?
For $500,000.
Find out this week on Millionaire.
Today at 4:30 on K2.
This is K2, the spirit of the Northwest. Take a break. Get out and have some fun. K2 and you, the spirit of the Northwest.
When is a game not a game? When playing stops being fun and pulls you into a world of illusion. To see the signs of problem gambling, watch closely. And remember, things aren't always as they appear. Is someone you know preoccupied with gambling? Or gambling to escape? Are they hiding their gambling? Unable to stop? Problem gambling plays tricks with the mind. Treatment can break the spell. Call now for help.
K2 News. The difference is local.